Welcome along to English Park on this balmy Tuesday evening for the Morrison Mitsubishi Reta Fitzpatrick Cup game between Ferrymead Bays in the navy blue and UC Football in the yellow. This is a quarter-final game, our second one of the Reta Fitzpatrick Cup. I'm Craig Crawford. I'll be joined by Josh McGurr here tonight. Some wise words, hopefully.
Evening, everyone. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll soon find out if they're wise or not.
Okay, our referees for the day. We've got Yinong Yang, better known as Tate, in the middle tonight, and he'll be assisted by Nathan Cottam and Liam Haxton. We'll go through the two sides. Ferrymead Bays, number 1, Jamie Cartwright, number 2, Bianca Rees, number 3, Renee Madigan, number 4, Elena Stravoska, number 5, Lily Dufton, number 6, Anna Babington, number 7, Phoebe Hunt, number 8, Hannah McCallum, captain, number 9, Sarah Summerlee, number 10, Lee Moati Cox, number 11, Lucy McDonald. They are coached by Andrew Bull. He's all on his own tonight. A few COVID people resting out tonight's game. The UC side, in goal, number 1, Karina Flanagan. Number 2, Ella Innes. Number 3, Grace Cross. Number 4, Jasmine Ball. Number 7, Katie Harris. Number 8, Frankie Morrow. Number 10, Tessa Burns. Number 11, and captain, Kelsey Barrett. Number 12, Emily Abbott Joe. Number 16, Charlotte Roach. Number 29, Lydia Gilbert. Head coach there, Elliot Anderson Evans, assisted by Antonio Luxton and Owen Rees. So the two sides will be keen to move on from this into some semi-finals football. And the UC team have been part of the New World Women's Premiership, and the Ferrymead Bay side slipped out of that league this year, but have been able to keep a side together in the Canterbury New World Canterbury Women's Championship League. So the sort of second tier, I suppose, of Christchurch women's football. And referee Tate will get us underway with the kick-off for University of Canterbury. Looks like Ella Ennis in the centre of a midfield. Put immediate pressure over there in the right back position. And Bays will have their first throw-in of the game. So plenty back for UC at the moment as they try to gain some possession. Roach there coming back in and trying to secure some position, and Bays unable to capitalise on that moment. Tessa Burns there in the number 10 shirt for UC made her way into the area from the central region. The Bays side, a very new look side compared to last year. The Bays girls managed to get their way to a semi-final last year against Kashmir Technical, and an eventual finalist. And but that side's only got one player from it still remained at the club, so bit of a turnover. New coach and Andrew Ball as well, a bit of a rebuild, I suppose. And the UC girls, they'll look to keep on trucking after a good season last year. They're sitting third currently in the New World Women's Premiership. And there they try to find some width. The ball's driven forward for Roach to race on to. Roach, and she's got there on the end of it too. Squares it in. It's gone through the keeper's leg, but the cover defences are there. And it's Ella Ennis is able to clear the ball partially. The ball's back in with number 11, Lucy McDonald, but she's unable to maintain control. Number 44 for UC. I haven't got that one on my team list, so not sure who that might be.
I always find it quite interesting when team numbers go as high as 44. I always wonder how that occurs.
How long's this strip been around, Josh?
Yeah, probably before my time.
Just might have added on to it, you reckon?
No, yeah.
Same sponsor, just put another number on. Those uni students love a souvenir, don't they?
Keep it around for a while. I think I remember my first year at uni, we had some white kits from the 1990s, actually, which is before I was born.
There you go.
That was quite a find.
Yeah, well, especially in the University of Canterbury, loving souvenirs, they like to keep hold of things, don't they? Put them up on their wall and such. And the balls are driven into Roach just to maintain some position. Well supported underneath. Both teams are struggling to get a number of passes together. Some good pressure up there from the Bays girls, but soon tied it up. The referee's a bit of a late call on that one. Didn't see anything develop. Just try to familiar yourself with everybody out here. We've got Hannah McCallum out here for Ferrymead Bays. That looks like Sarah Summerley out here. Is that an 8 or a 9 on the ball there? As you see, Captain Kelsey Barrett making her way down this left-hand side. She's got some good speed. Chased well currently. Piercing ball through, not very well dealt with there by Alina Stravoska. Dunedin made her way up here from Dunedin. Dunedin Tech player, I believe, from years gone by. It's a great ball in. Finds its way to Roach. Roach drives it in. It's rebounded back into a yellow shirt. And a great strike in there from Charlotte Roach. No stranger from scoring goals. She's been doing it for a while now, even though she's still at high school at the moment. And she's had a bit of experience for the Pride in the past and probably like to continue that in the upcoming National League. Nice ball forward, but there's plenty of support there. Not required by the right back. Made a way out of that rather well, but it's Ferrymead Bays looking to go a bit direct here, and there's a good race on, but the keeper, Cara Flanagan's come out and covered the area well. Here come UC as they try to create some space. And there it is as they look down this left-hand channel. Roach putting the Ferrymead Bays defence under pressure. As the Bays girls just try to consolidate and get their shape back in here to keep UC at bay. Looking the more promising side at the moment. Nice wee header back, but a little missed opportunity there for some communication from Jamie Cartwright. And we're going to have our first corner of the day. We saw some great corners here last week. Let's see what the quality's like tonight. It's right in the mixer. It's fallen into the middle, but the Bays girls are able to get rid of it and put it under some pressure. Lee Moati Cox is it. Number no, Hannah McCallum. It doesn't. What have we got? Have we got 8 and 9. 8. Frankie.
It's an opportunity here. There's a loose pass at the back. She goes through.
Early shot. Unfortunately, I'm unable to get the height on it. Get over the keeper. Great opportunity there for Lucy McDonald. And the press is good again from Ferrymead Bays. There's Sarah Summerley putting the University defence under all sorts of pressure there.
It's definitely something you want to see in these kinds of games, actually, is when there's two teams in two different divisions, you see the underdog as such actually going for it and pressing from the off, which is quite good. Quite often you see the team sort of sit back and try and soak up that pressure, but it's good to see that high press from Bays here.
It certainly is. I know Coach Andrew Ball's always encouraged his teams to get forward as early as they can. And it is a vulnerable time. It's a great time to be able to catch a team early in the game before they get their systems in place, as it were. Looks like we've got Frankie Morrow playing up top with Charlotte Roach here for UC. Just trying to see Lee Moati Cox out there for Ferrymead Bays. A very experienced player, been around a few clubs, a very talented player. Cook Island International, is that right, Josh?
Yeah, she is. Number of caps, actually.
Is she out there?
I don't think she is. It must have been a late change.
I haven't seen a number 10 out there, unless that's her on the ball now. Yeah, there's her there. She'll definitely influence the game if she can get the ball. Now she is on it. Heads up, great ball through. Well taken too, and a good stride towards goal. Has a go. The keeper's done very well. Where's it fallen? Fortunately for UC, it's back into their position. But we struggled to see Lee Moati Cox out there. Once we found her, she showed her class by intercepting the ball and finding a great ball inside to create that attack for Ferrymead Bays.
She's certainly capable of that as well. We've seen over the last few years, she's got that in her locker. Very good at receiving the ball in the midfield, lifting ahead and looking for those dangerous balls in behind. So I'm sure we'll see a bit more of that tonight as well.
Well, let's hope so. I enjoy a game between, Ferrymead Bays. You've got to look forward to these sort of fixtures. Both these teams have only had 4 games this year, with the way things have worked out with the COVID breaks and buys and all sort of stuff. So both teams haven't got a lot coming into it. It's for this late in the season, not many games, but they'll be looking forward to this Bays to really just show that they have got something against their a side in a league above them.
Certainly have, yeah. And both will be wanting to get that momentum going as well, won't they? Like you say, only 4 games each. I guess every fixture counts for that.
And here comes Roach, and she's got support. Can she find a through ball? But well defended so far from Ferrymead Bays.
Win the throne as well. Yeah, so it's definitely one of those games you look at and you think, well, if we can get a win on the board tonight and get that momentum going into the league, it's a big kick on for both.
Yeah, we certainly can. Now, I think we've got UC. This will be. I don't think have they got a. I think they're out of the Kate Shepherd Cup. I think so. They haven't got anything to do this weekend. Their next game is against Kashmir Technical, where the challenge will definitely be up there. And a great run in there from number 9, Sarah Summerley. Unable to get around the back though. There's a nice passing through this midfield there from the UC group. And unable to just keep that ball under control. And we've got Lucy McDonald on the ball, but she's well covered by number 14, another player that I don't have on my sheet. So might have to do some half-time investigation out there, so we can let you know who's playing. Well, risky shot in there, and it's unfortunately for Lucy McDonald, great endeavour to try to get on the ball there. She flicked it inside the 6-yard area, but wasn't able to pull it back into to any supporters. Great work in there from Moati Cox, is it? Yes. Hard to see a number 2 with her long hair there, but that might have been one of my problems last week, Josh. Struggled to see the numbers, and I didn't bring the hair factor into it.
It's a difficult
It's one of those challenges for up-and-coming commentators. Nice play here from UC, but they're not able to pass it and connect up the top line. So number 49 out there too, Josh. We not sure who that is.
So is that a 44 under 49?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There definitely must have been some kit. The kit person must have been, had a day off. Unless Albie put a couple of numbers on them for them while they were waiting. Here come Bays as they try to nice run through, and a ball just has challenged the UC defence, but they were able to play their way out of it nicely with a bit of composure. I think they're going to want to. I'm sure Coach Anderson Evans will be just encouraging the UC girls just to have a wee bit more composure when they get the ball, and maybe not look to be so direct. Cashmere Technical were very good at that last week. They took their time to break down Selwyn, who put up a plucky effort last week. It seems the UC might be very hungry to get on the score sheet straight away. But it's Ferrymead Bays who have had the better of the attacking play so far. And that opportunity's from Hannah McCullum is stopped straight away by that mystery number 14. Well, the keeper's taking no risks there from the defensive flick. And Cox, you don't turn on when she's anywhere around. She's always ready for a tackle. This could be an interesting ball if it gets through to Roach, but puts on a great press, but unable to keep it in. Lily Dufton there doing well. Here's it, opportunity denied by the Ferrymead Bays defence again. They're getting up and they're pressing that ball nice and quickly. And the ball's made its way through back to Jamie Cartwright. Out she goes to Lily Dufton. I think the first side that's able to string about more than 5 passes together is really going to take an advantage into this game. Just neither team really settling in and finding a rhythm just yet. It's a pretty young looking side out there for Ferrymead Bays. I've counted 5 high school students out there. They might be turning up in their school sides tomorrow. The UC side's got some experience about it, and they had their first win at the last outing when they overcame Nomads United by 2 goals. Here's UC trying to construct something again. The ball's on the edge of the area for them. So try to retain position here nicely. And here goes a good opportunity for a cross. Looks like it's getting on a favoured left foot, but didn't come off. Found herself in a good amount of space out there. I think that might have been Kelsey Barrett. She was over here on the left at one stage, but she's going to throw her left foot at this one. And it's into a great spot. It's found its way right away around the back and gone out for a goal kick. So what a great opportunity there for UC football.
Haven't quite seen Frankie in the game too much yet. It's number 8 here for Universities on the left-hand side, but top goal scorer for them this season, obviously doing pretty well and a strong player. Quite often see her playing up front, but tonight obviously looks like she's on the wing and with a front 3. It's an opportunity here. So it'll be interesting to see that battle on the left-hand side tonight as well.
Yes, it seems that they've got a bit of a floating group up there that are changing around, and yeah, UC haven't been able to get it to Frankie Morrow just yet, but here she is now. She's on the ball. Can she get away past? She has. Driven into the 18-yard line. Obstructed slightly, but unable to keep the ball under control. And she'll be keen to do better next time with that one. We've got Jasmine Ball out there as well, and then number 4 shirt. And she's an influential player for these UC girls, another one with pride experience. Here's Roach pestering around that ball. Might have looked like it fell on a hand, but Roach has got, and he has called it. It's fallen onto a hand in a outstretched place. It didn't look deliberate, but that's the rules these days. Unfortunately there for the Ferrymead Bay's defender. The referee had no choice there but to point to the spot.
Yeah, some would call it harsh, but I think the way the rules are now with the handball rules, I think you have to give those, really, don't you? Attacking opportunity in the box, so yeah.
Any other game you would have had a lot of remonstration about that one, but not tonight. It's accepted. And up steps captain Kelsey Barrett, and she's given UC football the advantage here on the 19th minute with that penalty. And I'd say a bit of a sigh of relief from Elliot Anderson-Evans, head coach of UC. They weathered a bit of a Ferrymead Bay storm, and I'm sure Coach Andrew Bull would like to think that the Bays girls can have a bit of faith in the way they've played and get back on it and can create a couple more chances. And here they come. Some good cover defence though. That'll restart from Ferrymead Bays. Well, the pass wasn't the greatest, but it's found its target. There's some good play going on here from Bays. But Morrow's having none of it. She's got hold of the ball and got her head up and seen Roach ahead. The flag's gone up. Just a touch too early, that run from Roach. Well seen from Morrow. And as the Bays girls have got to keep on it, keep looking to create these opportunities. A great ball through, and if we could, any mistakes here from UC, I think are going to be punished by the Ferrymead Bays girls. Fierce defending in there, and we've got a corner. They are finding that space, Ferrymead Bays, just in the channels, and are getting quite often when they get to take on that UC defence, they are making some good yardage. They have a corner in here from Summerlee. Made it to the 6-yard box. Driven in from Phoebe Hunt, but not strong enough to get anywhere near the threatening Flanagan's goal. Here's Roach pushing the ball on, seeing what Morrow can get as part of the chase. Not opting to use the keeper there, Elena Stravoska. She's quite happy to see the ball head out to the sideline. There are a few friends here today, Josh. Good to see they're not as cold as past weeks.
It's a beautiful night, actually. I was just mentioning before, last week we had quite a bit of a mist on the field. I think it was about 4 degrees. It's an opportunity here. Oof.
And Morrow just with one on target, but not enough power to trouble the keeper Cartwright.
Yeah, just seeing in whereas tonight I think we're double figures at the moment, which is great to see. Had a bit of a miserable weather the last few days, with all the rain, but good to see some sun out. I even brought the shorts out today, actually, Craig.
Jeepers.
Yeah.
Well, that's just long may it continue. And Bays working their way back in the defence. And Morrow playing the way she's facing, but not read by her teammate. It might have been off on a overlapping run, number 49 there. Morrow, oh, the tricky little, was that a Cruyff turn nutmeg? Yeah, from Morrow there. But she's put it out so one of her teammates can receive some attention. Not sure the defender, I think the defender might have stopped a bit too early there and
Can be a painful one, eh? But just shows the confidence, I guess, of Frankie at the moment. She's willing to attempt those kinds of things in a run-off, I think.
It was. Luckily in this wider position, she's taken up on this left-hand side. You can see her at the moment just actively engaged in conversation with her teammates as they look to get themselves another goal. Looks like we might have a busy coffee cart down there at the moment. Groundsman Albie hasn't been able to change the scoreboard. I can assure you that it's 1-0 currently to UC. Both teams took an opportunity to reassess things, gee each other up. And we'll restart with likely a sportsman's effort here to just throw the ball back after UC had put it out for an injury. Well done. And Morrow's back on the ball and she's got herself past one. Couldn't get past the second, but it's fallen into dangerous areas here. And if the Roach might find herself on the right side of her defenders as she puts on the afterburners and gets to the top of the 18-yard line and drives it in as she gets to the penalty spot. Well, how many times have we seen that from young Charlotte Roach? I've seen her play a bit of high school football, but I think last year she might have been at Wymack and she would have done that a few times as well. A talented player, and no doubt Pride coach Alana Gunn will be very pleased to see her doing what someone in that position should do.
Just calm and confident, wasn't it? It was just once you put that pace on straight through and just picked her spot and finished it, it was good to see.
Yeah, so you'd have to put a watch on Charlotte Roach in the next few years, I'd say. You can see, she's a strong player. She's confident and knows how to play in that role. There's not a lot of people that can pull off that. And here she goes again. Just hold it. This is clever play. Just able to slow things down and start again. And they're back out into top of the box. There's a piercing ball through to try to find Morrow, but the cover defence is there. As I said, Roach, I think she's definitely one to watch in the future and give her a good National League season. She might even get a wee look at some higher honours.
She certainly could, and even a side shout out, she helps run the First Kicks Fun football programme that the Pride are running now. So
great ball into that area, the heads go up but can't make contact with the ball, and Bays are able to get it. Yeah, every Sunday down here, isn't it?
Certainly is, yeah. I've got my young one playing in that. She's enjoying it. So, yeah, shout out to Charlotte and Laura there.
Yeah, great to see. There's plenty of. There was a great weekend here last Saturday, wasn't there? With a few games with the bit of a festival atmosphere. The Pride's doing some great things for women's and girls football down here. Nice interchange of play here from UC. Starting to find their stride a bit now. Got a bit of confidence after getting a couple of goals back, but well dogged defending here. We might have a 3-on-3 situation. And the fourth one joins in, but Morrow's steamed back into it just to give her enough to worry about, and the UC defence is able to regroup. But there was some good cover defending in there. I think it was from young Lucy McDonald, who might have come back and stolen the ball and given them an opportunity. Moati Cox trying to find a way through there, but she can't get that ball under control. Morrow able to get it square into number 44. There's a great ball through here to Captain Kelsey Barnett, and she's got on her left foot. She struck that awfully well, but wasn't able to get it under the crossbar.
Just knowing how quick Kelsey is, I think I'd like to have seen her just carry on running there. I think she had an opportunity to commit the defender either 1v1 or at least force her into that decision and then look for the pass.
Well, we've seen her a couple of times now just to opt for that left foot, haven't we? She had a good opportunity for a right foot cross before, chose to come back on her left. But she seems to have taken up the position out there on the right for the moment. And it was Hannah McCullum able to get the throw. But Sarah Summerlee's header finds its way out. Good throw here. Mighty Cox just able to flick it on. Now she's got it back at her feet. Great ball through to find Summerlee, but intercepted by the UC defence. Here's a great ball. Yes, she has. She's got through. Goes a head up. And it's a second goal for Charlotte Roach on the 29th minute. The UC group have done it again. Being able to force a turnover here in the central part of the park. And with 3 or 4 passes, they find themselves into an attacking opportunity, and it was another clinical finish by young Charlotte Roach. The Base Girls aren't going to give up, and it's Summerlee who's trying her luck down this right-hand side, fighting for it. Good contest in here. Yes, another great ball in there from Kelsey Barrett to find Charlotte Roach to set up the third goal for UC. And the Blue Shirts are congregated around this area, and unfortunately just a bit of a miss kick there from young Bianca Rees.
Looks like Kelsey and Frankie have swapped sides again here, so it might be signs for what will come tonight, just constantly sort of rotating and seeing if they can get different opportunities on different sides. It might also give Kelsey an opportunity to use that pace and behind on her left foot as well.
What do we got here? The referee's seen something. So it'll be restarted here by mystery number 14. Gone for the pass, but unable to connect. Mighty Cox on the ball. And it's made its way back to her. Unfortunately, they're into the back of Hannah McCullum. Sarah Summerlee there just holding the ball up, going back into Rees. Rees, a good ball through. And Summerlee's peeled off and gone around and collected it again. Back in. So we're promising approach here from Ferrymead Bays, and the shouts of shoot from the crowd. And unfortunately for Hannah McCallum, it's nothing. It was just a wee bit too far out. And it's Roach on the ball, just calmingly able to keep the ball as she allows her teammates to get themselves into supporting run. It's a great ball through too. Unfortunately unable to keep it. Roach doing very well there just to consolidate the position. And I love it when a striker does that and allows the players to get in front of her, and it gives an opportunity to create some forward movement for her team.
It's quite a big pitch and a wide pitch here at English Park as well, so that sort of opportunity, receiving it on one side and looking to switch out, is almost always going to be on this kind of park, isn't it?
Sure is. And here come UC, and it's Roach on her left foot, strike it well too, but well positioned there from Jamie Cartwright. Takes it on the first go. Good contact with the kick. Well defended by UC though, but unfortunately that clearance isn't able to find a teammate. They've scrambled it back, and there's a big gap in there to pass the ball through, and it's well done too. This Morrow drives in on goal, strikes it, but well saved by keeper Cartwright. Well, Frankie Morrow, we thought on most days we'd be able to finish those, but the keeper was up for the challenge there. A great ball through from one of the fullbacks. A gaping hole invited a well-weighted pass to create an opportunity there for Frankie Morrow. She drove into the 18-yard box, set her sights, but the keeper did well, closed the angles down, and we're going to restart from a corner. And it'll be Kelsey Barrett's left foot. She drove in a beautiful ball last time. Can she do it this time? It swung in and around the top. Great header off the upright and cleared away by the desperate Ferrymead Bays attack. Not sure who got their head on that one. But it was well done by the UC attack. And as they watched in vain as it rebounded off the upright. But here they've got another chance. The right-footed one swung in this time. Oh, it sat there, but no one wanted to hit her it. And as Roach has got the ball, she's pivoted and had a strike, but there's enough blue defenders in the way. And UC will set up another attack here if they can. But the referee's arm is raised. The ball might have just flicked up and caught a hand. Ten minutes to go in this half. And we've got a 3-goal advantage to UC football at this stage. And here comes Bays. There's a wee bit of a numerical advantage. So they get the ball through. They can't do it. And out comes the UC defence. The ball, a great tackle right on halfway by Moati Cox as she starts to restart something here for Ferrymead Bays. Down the left-hand side, passes aren't connecting, unfortunately, though. And it's calmed down by UC as they just get themselves back into a defensive shape. Unfortunately, the Ferrymead Bays attackers aren't able to just hold the ball up, and Roach has been offered another ball on a plate here. She gets through onto the 18-yard line, sizes up what she's going to do. She's going to try to have a strike, but it's Alina Stravovska. It was up for the challenge that time. Looked like she might have been got the better of by Roach, but she recovered well. forced her out wide into a bit of a impossible angle. So well defended there by Stravoska. And you see driving the ball in here, is it? No. I thought that might have been a bit flatter, that cross, but it's found its way out. So one thing I haven't really seen from a lot of sides at this level, which I thought we might have, is the playing out from the goal kick. Just centre backs passing it out rather than launching it forward. I don't think many teams have been able to get into that habit yet. Oh, great bit of play here, but the defence is strong. Who was that? I think a good drive through from the midfield area, but unable to get on the end of her own pass. And we'll have another, no doubt, very dangerous ball in here from Kelsey Barrett. It was our number 44 who got up maybe last time for the header. As the ball swung in into very dangerous areas. Moana Cox has got a head on it. And the ball falls to Morrow. Morrow's blocked though. And Roach has got herself on the ball. There's plenty of blue jumpers in there and the fight's on. And UC will look to try to create themselves another opportunity, but it's Ferrymead Bays are able to stop that one as it started. UC try to launch a bit of a counter attack here. The spin. Well played. They've looked down the right hand side, then brought it back into the middle here, and Roach has got the ball onto her left foot at the top of the 18-yard line and pulled off it. Asked a big question of Cartwright there. Off to her left she went and saved it very well, as the ball was definitely going to be heading inside that right hand upright from Roach. Probably just got away on her a bit as she found herself all alone on the ball at the top of the 18-yard box. Another great attack constructed there from the UC girls. But Cartwright's come into her own in the last few opportunities. She's been called on. And the ball's cannoned into referee. And I think, yes, so how do we think about that one? That's another newish rule for the referees. The ball hits the referee and goes to the opposition. We must restart for a non-contested drop ball in favour of the team in possession. So
interesting, because I half missed that one. I thought it came off a Ferrymead Bays player, but
the UC player kicked it and it went to the FC. And here's Morrow on the ball. She's going to unleash. The ball battered away by keeper Cartwright, and Roach is in there fighting for it. She's got the ball but can't find it. Can't just quite get under the stride under all sorts of pressure from the defence from Ferrymead Bays. Yeah, so why I read it is that UC kicked the ball, it rebounded off the referee and went to a Ferrymead Bays player. Therefore, no advantage, or it has to be restarted. Whereas if it had been a UC player, kicked it into the referee and it went back to a UC player, you'd see it play on.
I think you've got it right there, Craig, yeah. Just as you were talking before about playing out from the back, Ferrymead Bays did that and actually managed to create an attack down this right-hand side. So maybe something for them to consider there is, big pitch, a lot of space to play out. So maybe playing out from the back just to create those opportunities is an option for them here.
Ball on tomorrow. Will she try the Cruyff turn nutmeg? No, she does, and can't get away with it this time. And Ferrymead Bays just got a wee opportunity here, but the defence is tenacious and strong in there from UC. Oh, that was a good ball in. If it just crept by. UC girls are covering a lot of area and closing these attacks down very quickly. And here Barrett's back there. She'll look to unleash one on the left foot, just into space, but it's not. It's only gone as far as Summerlee, sorry. She can't get there. Can't get the ball she wanted. Just a couple more minutes left in this half of football here at English Park and the Morrison Mitsubishi Reta Fitzpatrick Cup here between Ferrymead Bays in the blue and UC football in the yellow. And it's Summerlee trying to find the ball way through. The ball's back into the UC midfield. Morrow back into Roach, who's taken up a bit of a deeper role at the moment. She's got the ball forward to Morrow. There's cover defence there. And it's Elena Stravoska. She's been ever present there, trying to slow these attacks in. Roach has done well to find the ball. She works her way down the left-hand side. Gets outnumbered. It's a good bit of movement here. Morrow on the ball, but closed down by Stravoska. Summerlee tries to just release some pressure for her team. So they're trying to make their way into this half-time period without conceding any more. Will they have a wee chance here? Ferrymead Bays. The cover defence seems to be there, and it is for the moment. Yeah, well cleared by keeper Flanagan. And Bays have worked hard to get the ball back here. Oh, a lucky wee bounce there, is it? No, it's... Nice ball into Morrow. Morrow just can't get the touch she wants on it. It's all a bit of ping pong at the moment. Both teams show a bit of desperation and a great little run through here from Lucy McDonald. But the cover defence, as it has been all half from UC, has been strong enough to cut these attacks off before they amount to much. Tidy play in there from Ella Ennis. Can't be too much longer here. We haven't got a fourth official, so we're unable to see if there's any extra time needed. There was the one injury break there, so I'd expect a couple of minutes. Marty Cox back to Summerlee. Summerlee trying to find its way through, but
what's your thoughts about the old half-time team talk for Ferrymead Bays here, Greg?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think they've got to take a bit of confidence out of it, but they really do need to. I think I mentioned it early on. The team that's been able to string the passes together has got the rewards, and that's where the goals have come from UC. So I think that's got to be a goal for the Ferrymead Bays girls as they head to the tunnel. 3-0 down, and for UC it'll be just more of the same, please, from Coach Elliot Anderson Evans. He'll be more than happy with the way that started for them.
I think you're right. I think they've had opportunities. They've definitely in that final third looked dangerous. I think they've just got to keep that sort of pressure on UC, and opportunities will come. They just need sort of one goal to get back into this, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, it's going to take a slip up too by that. It's a very strong defensive performance from UC. The questions that have been asked of them has been answered very well, and if that defensive organisation stays, there's going to have to be a second wave of attack that FC are going to, Ferrymead Bays are going to have to find. That first attack looks promising, but when it gets closed down, they've got to be able to come back out, change the angle, change the channel, and go again, which I don't think we've seen just yet.
Yeah, agreed. See what the second half brings there.
Yes. Take a break. Don't forget, we've got a Facebook group cup comments set up, so if you want to get on there and tell us what you think, we can have a wee read out of your comments. Thank you. Welcome back to English Park. The assistant referees have done their checkings of the park furnishings and they're all in order. So we'll get this second half underway. Ferrymead Bay's having the kick-off, trying to get themselves back in this game. They find themselves 3 goals down at the moment. Moata Cox steps inside one, drives forward into that centre circle. Spreads the ball out wide. Haven't been able to see if there's been any changes or not, so we've had a couple of the numbers verified out there over the half time, but might have been some changes, but doesn't seem to be at this stage. It's an absolutely stunning night here for football at English Park, and played host to the New Zealand Under-17 boys, a regional training camp earlier on this afternoon, and the coaching staff looked pretty happy with the kind of energy that was being produced out there, and I'm glad to see the energy's been able to continue on into this game. We saw Ferrymead Bay's start very well, but it was UC who were able to find the way 3 times past into the score sheet. So we'll see what can happen in this half. I think the Ferrymead Bay girls should have taken some heart from their efforts there in the first 45. But I think they just really need to, and that's a wee opportunity here from Summerlee. If she straightens up and there's a pass available, but she's tried to go direct. That defence is strong again from Grace Cross at that time, putting her body on the line and closing that opportunity for Ferrymead Bays to try something. And Roach isn't able to keep the ball in. Not sure if she would. We got an offside or an out. One of the two for referee Tate to decide from. They have gone for the offside. Roach just making her run a wee bit too early. And Moata Cox is a lovely lofted through ball. And they found its way to a corner. Good cover defence in there. Hannah McCullum trying to get in position. Out muscled a wee bit there, but she'll be happy to give her side an opportunity here from a corner. Doesn't look like anyone. Oh, you've got Phoebe Hunt's gone out there to grab the ball, and this might provide a real good opportunity for Ferrymead to reintroduce into this game. The ball nearly got through. Moata Cox holds the ball up at the top of the area. Gets the ball on the right, gets it back into and it's a great ball, and it's come off the crossbar. Oh no! Great ball in from Moata Cox. Flicked on off the crossbar. I think that might have come back to captain Sarah Summerlee, I think she might have got the first header on it. And it might have been young Lucy McDonald, who wasn't able to get her shot from within the 6-yard box under that crossbar. And that golden opportunity there for Ferrymead Bays to get on the score sheet. Another great start for the ladies in blue, in the navy blue. So they put the pressure on this UC defence. And Summerlee. And we have some substitutions here. Also got Anna Babington and Hannah McCallum, number 6, number 8, making their way to the sideline.
So Interesting time to make a substitution, isn't it, Greg? 4 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, not really an opportunity there for those two players to get into stride. Obviously, Mr. Ball must have some idea what he's doing, I'm sure. But it's Hannah Babington replaced by her sister, Catherine Babington. And I'm not sure who the other... I think we might have seen Faith Ball come on in shirt 14. Can hear Coach Andrew Ball just searching to give his team some motivation, get them switched on, get them to get another opportunity to get back into this game. But it's Morrow at the moment. He's got the ball back into Innes. Grace Cross just moving it forward. It's Lydia Gilbert there, shirt 44. Her number 12 shirt must have gone missing. Cross just heads it out. Dufton there, just putting the ball forward. Just a few more yards up the line for Ferrymead Bays at the stage. Good throwing in here from Dufton. Cross, kicks it straight into Summerlee. Straight. Moana Cox there, just unable to get that ball under control. Jasmine Ball here taking the throw in. Morrow turning inside out. Can't get it past the defence. Both teams struggling to put passes together as they continue just try to work their way up and down this sideline here at the Steve Sumner stand. Ball driven in, but it's back to Cross. This is a bit better. So you see, able to switch the play. A couple of unfortunate touches there from a couple of the defenders, which really slowed that opportunity to take advantage of the space that the passes had created. Everything's just turned into a bit of kick and hope at this stage for both teams as they just come to nearing to the end of the first 10 minutes of the half. So you see try to create some bit of go forward here. Get the ball back. Ball with a great through ball in here for Morrow. Morrow had the opportunity to nick the ball, but she wasn't able to get it under. Here's Cross coming forward. A good purchase on that one. Through to Roach. Can she create something here? She tries to get the ball under, lays it back to Morrow, but the defence is strong enough to get a wee piece of it. Bays try to make their way out, and they'll get a restart from a throw in here. And another one. There's football threatening to break out there, Josh. Just neither side able to relax into it and just...
It's been a bit of a cagey first sort of 10 minutes of the second half, hasn't it? Like you say, neither team quite in their stride just yet. I'd like to see Universities being 3-0 up to try and take control of this second half. And I guess from Bears is just to press high, try and win the ball back and create an opportunity here. An early goal in the second half will certainly change their fortunes.
Well, they did have that opportunity where they rattled the crossbar and then blazed one over. They might live to rue that one. But here they are. They've got a bit of go forward opportunity for go forward here, but no, Summerlee's displaying a bit of patience. So they move the ball out. Searching ball inside, but it's not able to connect up. Mighty Cox got herself on the ball. Back to Summerlee. Summerlee's got her head up, looking for those opportunity to pass. Oh, not tidy in there from Dufton. And Roach will be annoying up here. She's strong enough and quick enough to create issues there, and she has forced the throw in. Jasmine Ball making her way forward, not moving the freest there. She jogs forward to get the ball. It's a good throw into space for Morrow. Morrow batters into a good battle in there, and she's cut it back in and driven it towards the far post, but it's the best opportunity for UC in this half, but it wasn't close enough at all to draw a save. She probably searched for the bit of a bend on the ball into that far upright, but not enough purchase at all.
We've certainly we've seen that a number of times from Frankie in the past, though, haven't we? When she cuts back inside and looks for that top corner, but just couldn't quite get it there, could she?
Good to see the left and right foot working for her though, which is good to see. It was strikers being able to cannon one off either foot makes her a dangerous opponent.
Yeah, I've always thought of myself as having two good feet. One's real good at standing, and the other one does a few things every now and then. But that left foot's always difficult sometimes. And
that's why you're in the Western Development team, isn't it, Josh? You've got to keep on working on those things.
Got a solid 10 minutes on the weekend, actually, Craig.
Good to hear.
Yeah, came on 2-1 up, lost 3-2.
Wow. You wouldn't want to do that every weekend. And Bays have got a game against the UC Category Women's Championship League, so they're going to be thinking they're going to be seeing double. But they've got the UC first team tonight and their reserve team on Saturday. So this game here is either going to shape them up well for the weekend as they head into their fifth game of the season, looking for their first win. Talking to Coach Andrew Ball, he was pretty confident that that Bays really haven't had the opportunity to get a flow on or start their season well yet because of these interruptions. So he'll be enjoying having the opportunity to get a few games under their belt. And here comes Frankie Morrow. She drives down the right-hand side. The cover defence is there, but searching ball through doesn't make its way to Roach, which would have been the intended target. She's really creating a lot of trouble here for the Ferrymead Bays defences, Frankie Morrow. As is Charlotte Roach, and really coming from all angles for the Ferrymead Bays defence, with Kelsey Barrett also being very dangerous when she gets the ball. All of them willing to come short and get involved in setting each other up as well, which is going to be defender's nightmare, really.
And all three very, very quick. So constantly sort of switching sides and moving into the middle. It's dangerous, and it's hard to pick up as a defender, especially when, like you say, they're willing to go and beyond and then come short to feet as well. It's it's tough to pick up.
Yeah, they have in terms at being the provider. Oh, ball's made its way through. And back into cross here. She gets the ball under control nicely into Innes. It's back out to Morrow. Nice little touch there to get herself on the inside. Defence has come out strong there. Nice play from Ella Innes just to retain possession for her side. Barrett on the ball, searching ball forward for the overlapping left back there. And she's fought away into keeping the ball in, and have to be a precise clearance, and it is. Bay's able to get a couple of passes together before they get intercepted. Nice play in here from UC, but it's been cut out, has it? No, unfortunately there. Well played from UC, right on the edge. And it's ball, got to head up, trying to find that gap. Moati Cox can't get past ball. And you see nice play there as they are able to keep 5 or 6 passes together. And that's really what Ferrymead Bays need to be doing. And it's Innes into Roach. Roach is able to turn. Defender's done well to get a foot in, but unfortunately, it's back with Innes for the Bays defenders. Here comes a good run from Summerlee. Can she link up with her striking partner? Is it McDonald out there? The cover defence again is strong from UC. And there's been a whistle. I think it's going to be a substitution. Lily Dufton out here on the left back position. It's jogging across the park. This is just the one substitution at this stage. Lily Dufton been had her work cut out, and it's going to be Tessa Butters who's come on to take on this battle with Frankie Morrow. And here's her first challenge. Morrow gets the ball, and Morrow's been collected by Butters there, and it's ended up on a heap in the ground. I didn't really see what contact it was. I don't think there was anything in it. I think she just turned and bit of a collision, and referee didn't see anything with it either. Big breast there from Morrow. She might have recovers from that collision. Searching ball forward from the UC right back into a Moati Cox. Searching square ball in from Catherine Babington. And here comes Barnett as she flies down that left-hand side. She's given herself some work to do here with a Gareth Bale type run as she kicks it forward and big arcing run. She has been able to force an attacking throw-in position. What can UC create for themselves here? Nothing. And they'll look to continue the press on here to see if they can create a turnover to try to find some purposeful attacking play. And it's Marty Cox able to keep the ball nice and strong on it. But they've given away, and UC are looking to get forward here. Recycle the ball back into the midfield. Back to ball. Ball goes out tomorrow. And the wee turn in there is just about to be affected, but Butters is able to get involved. Innes looking for Morrow. Morrow down this right hand side, a good early ball in. Found its way to Roach. She spins and turns, gets a good square ball. There's an opportunity here if the shot can come in. And the ball's gone it. Well controlled in there by Barnett. Was able to get it onto a left foot without too much trouble, but unable to keep the ball under the crossbar. A great opportunity there for UC football. And this wee break has given Coach Ball the opportunity to make his fourth sub.
Looked like they were all queuing up there, Craig. I thought the first one was going to take a shot, and then the ball was played wide, and again pass it into the middle, and it was actually a great opportunity in the end, but got to probably hit the target from there, I think.
I'm sure Miss Barrett will agree with you. And here she goes. She's driven into the ball. Great ball across, and is met by Morrow. No. As she runs over to the fence and asks, how I would have loved to have scored that goal. It would have been a beauty. But there are those ones where you sort of see the headlines before you actually make connection with the ball. I think we've all had a go at that one time. But a great run in from Barnett. She'd stop thinking about the missed opportunity and carried straight on, and a great run in there from Morrow, but unable to execute. So really starting to see UC get about their work now. The Ferrymead base side, they have brought on Alia Hedges up top. And I assume that maybe Lucy McDonald might have had a break. But are they just looking a wee bit more tired now, as you see, are starting to find a few passes together in this ball. The ball makes its way across from right to left. And Barnett is getting amongst the three defenders that are spilled out to Roach, and Roach has got it. Thought she had it on her right foot, but the defence was just got a foot in, and she's restarted with the ball back at ball. Tried to connect with Morrow. Morrow unable to keep it in. And we might be reaching a record number of throw-ins for this half. Morrow on the ball. Great ball through to Roach, who's unable to get a safe touch on it, but it was Alina Stravovska who got across and was forced to give up a corner as Roach was right on her tail, making things very difficult. And we'll have these, what we've seen here from Kelsey Barrett is a corner taking clinic, as most of the corners have made their way into that 6-yard box, and there it is again. It's surely someone's got to get on the end of one of those one day. They're great corners. And the ball's driven back into the 6-yard box, but no yellow shirts to be found, and it's easy for Cartwright to gather. And Summerlee just puts the ball up. Number 14 out there for Bays is Faith Ball, unable to get the ball under control. Looks like Morrow has moved out to that left-hand side, so we'll see this switch of attacking play from UC. Nice touch inside, but the pass isn't good enough. Maida Cox is dispossessed, and now she's got it back again. What can she create for her side here? There's a good touch into Roach. The supporting run's good, and a well-weighted ball, but Butters has come around and cleared up well. Morrow unable to get a accurate pass in. Well defended in there from, is it it's Innes from UC. Morrow's attacking down the left-hand side now. She'll cut it back on her right, look up, get around the first defender, puts the ball in, but the cover defence is good. Maida Cox doesn't give the ball away very often, and she doesn't again. Here she is on the ball. The Cook Island International. Oh, I bet she just would like a bit more of her teammates just to start valuing that position. Maybe just slowing down a touch as they look at the clock at the 70-minute mark. It's not impossible to come back from here. But here come UC. Streaming run through. Ball's into Roach's path. Cover defence is there for Butters. Stops that initial attack. And here's the second wave for UC. There's that difference, Josh. The defending it's there. It's getting the ball, but constantly just turning it back into the position of the UC, aren't they? Ferrymead base aren't able to gain useful enough position in that defensive third to turn it into something meaningful and that might lead to an attack.
This is it, and I think there is opportunities. There is some spaces on the park, so if just need a couple of those passes maybe into midfield, a switch out to the side, I think there is space for them. Just haven't quite got that going yet in the second half.
Oh, and here we go. Barnett has got herself into a wee opportunity here. She runs out to this right-hand side. Tidy touch. It's on her right foot. Is she going to cross it? Yes, she's able to, but unable to pull it back on her. It's caught a defender. We've got a corner. Any guesses where this corner might end up, Josh? We've seen about 10 of these, and they've all ended up right on that 6-yard box. I can imagine that's what we're going to see again. Let's see if UC can get some bodies in on this one.
Yeah, that in-swinging, just the pace of them and the angle of attack makes it real hard to deal with.
And the height. She's getting some good float in too. Well, commentator's curse.
Yeah, just
had
as
to
we
happen.
said that. Yeah, of course.
The worst one of the night. She's been doing plenty of work, giving a lot of good attacking options to her side. I think Kelsey Barrett has had a couple of pride caps under her belt, I think. And she'll be in her better. I think she's been at UC for a while now, maybe 5 or 6 seasons, I think. So a valued member of the club. But we're going to see a couple of changes. We've got number 49, Emily Abbott-Joe, who was out of Hamilton last year, and number 44, Lydia Gilbert, came from Nelson, and both made their way to the bench. Let's see if we can spot the numbers as they come on. It's got a left back change and centre midfield change. Ball. No, there's a bit of a disagreement there between the official and his assistant. Oh, great little spin turn in there from Tessa Burns. And here we go, Morrow on her right foot, looks to flick the ball through to Roach, and Roach is into confrontation with the goalkeeper, who's done very well to get out and close that angle down. Well, that could have been the fourth one. Morrow with a deft little pass into Roach. The touch just brought the keeper into play as she'd come out to close things down. Good goalkeeping. Oh, the referee didn't like the style of the throw there. I think one of those substitutions might have been number 35, Flora Devonshire. Or is that 39? No, 35 it looks like. Player who's coming from the Central Football Federation. And here's Roach. Another great ball through here, and she's got the pace. She drives into the 18-yard box, get her head up, and finds a way for the third goal of the night. Another great finish from the young Charlotte Roach. Not sure who the ball came through by, but it was a great one. It just had the right weight on it for it, able to pin her ears back, win the race to the ball, gain some composure, and a tidy, tidy finish. Well, that might be the final nail that puts this game away. Or will it resurrect a bit of passion amongst these ladies in navy blue?
Once again, such a confidence finish, wasn't it? As soon as she was 1v1, I think there's only one thing in her mind, wasn't it? It was just to find a corner and make sure that she gave the keeper gave her no chance.
No chance.
Once again, a fantastic finish there.
Oh, Butters has collected another player. I don't think maybe it was the ball that ricocheted in there, and maybe he's taken the wind right out of the sails of number 10, Tessa Burns. But no, she's popped back up okay. The referee, I think we'll restart from a drop ball there. She thought there might have been something a bit more wrong with the player who came into contact. Lee Cox dispossessed there, and Morrow has grabbed the ball, and there could be a great ball through here as it's seen by the runner. Not quite picked up on, but it was an opportunity there for Flora Devonshire. But no, the connection wasn't quite there. I wonder if Roach had been there, and we might have seen a different sort of finish. No, it is number 39, I assume. Haven't got one of those on my sheet either, but hopefully she's not too, I've either got it right or she's not too offended by having someone else's name for the evening.
I think just with the through ball before, it's happened a number of times tonight actually, where I think the ball's just played just a little bit too early. Sometimes you just got to hold on to it just that extra second, just give that striker a chance to sort of get up and running before you play that through ball. And Charlotte's done it quite well tonight in timing her run with the through ball.
And Morrow spinning, turning. Moana Cox is there to stop the forward run. Butters has given it away to Ball into Roach. Roach, is it? Back out to Morrow. Morrow dresses the ball with her right foot, spins onto her left, puts it through. It's into Roach. She's laid it back. And Devonshire was there, but unable to get the ball. We volley on target. Some great unselfish play in there from Roach. She had it back to goal, so she laid it off nicely. And the pressure keeps mounting here on the Ferrymead Bays defence. So we're into the 80th minute now. 10 minutes to go. And Summerly on the ball. As the route down the line is closed off by Jasmine Ball. And Jasmine Ball doesn't seem to be in full health just right at the moment.
Do you see have any more substitutions left at this stage?
Yeah, they've only made the 2 at this stage, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they made 2, didn't they? The left back and number 39. Is it 5 subs tonight? They've only got 4 available to them, but I don't think they've got a game on the weekend. Well played in there from Roach, but can she connect up with Barrett? And Barrett had a wee sniff at it, but ultimately the defender was able to get the last touch on it to take it wide, which could have been frustrating there for Barrett, as she probably thought she was away. New seat, just securing position in the upper part of the attacking third. Roach laying it back in. We'll have another attacking throw here for UC. Ball's into Roach, just can't quite get the body in and spin into a favourable position. Moati Cox has not given up. She's looking hungry for the ball. Ball's out to Morrow. Morrow inside one, inside another. Gets a head up. Ball's through into Roach. There's a question of offside, but it's not even close according to the linesman, and it's just a very simple task for Roach there to get her 4th goal of the night, as Morrow was given all the time in the world to find her, and that delayed run was there. The arm searching went high, appealing for offside, but didn't look likely, and it wasn't given, and Roach has just easily dispatched it into the corner. And here they go again. Is it Devonshire has gone forward, tried to find Roach, but no, the connection's not there. Well, the Bays girls will be a bit disappointed with that. I think they've played better than the scoreline suggests at the moment. They wouldn't want to see it get any balloon out in these last few moments. And we've got ourselves a corner on the right hand side, so it'll be Morrow who goes out there, and there's been another few good corners from that side. We'll see what UC have been able to threaten each time they've had an attacking corner. So we'll see what they can achieve here. Ball swung in with the right foot, doesn't quite swing in. There's a wee touch, it's fallen dangerously, but got rid of by the Ferrymead Bay's attack. Morrow's back on the ball out then the right. She skips past one, gets her head up. Ball swung in and Roach has stuck her head in there bravely but unable to control the ball towards goal. Bit fortunate there, Bays, that the header wasn't in a... Didn't find its way into the near post or anything. There's a little 1-2, is it? No, it's just a 1. As Roach fights for the ball in there. Nice play from that as Innes, I think. She's done well in that holding central midfield role. And Morrow would have just done well there. Oh, great ball through. Here's Devonshire. Gets it on her left foot. And what a scorching goal. I do hope we've got a name right. But what? Because that strike there with the left foot is one out of the top drawer. Just a lovely little bit of a recovery movement in there from Morrow as she stood up her defender. Had a wee sit down, got back up, drove, run across the box, delivered the ball, and let's hope it was Flora Devonshire on the number 39 shirt who, once given the opportunity to strike it with the left, has unleashed something special inside the left-hand upright.
It's a fantastic finish, wasn't it? And as soon as she took that first touch away from the closing pressure from Lee Marty Cox, you just knew there was an opportunity to shoot. Just great to see the confidence to give it a good go, and what a fantastic finish. I actually feel a little bit for Jamie Cartwright here, because this is a number of goals she's conceded tonight that I don't think anyone could have saved. They were some real tough top corner shots for her there. Certainly have been.
Yeah, well, the one-on-ones, yeah, I think she's probably got... She's come out and saved 50% of them, hasn't she? But ones like that, not even going to get close to, is she? Now, this could be trouble for Ferrymead Bows. I think we might have one left on the bench for Coach Andrew Bill to use. But he's without his usual physio tonight. As we see, it's the defender, Alina Stravoska, who's been doing very well. I think doesn't look too comfortable. She's assisted from the field.
I think also in the scheme of that, I was just checking the replay there. I think there was a yellow card given to Lee Marty Cox. Doesn't appear to be an incident, but potentially there was a bit of a conversation going on there between her and Tate, and a yellow card was produced. So I think that was for Lee Marty Cox there.
I missed that one completely. And we've seen a substitution here for Ferrymead Bays. I think she's been replaced. Yes. Yeah. Stravoska has had to take a seat on the sideline with her injury there, with only a couple more minutes remaining. And it'll be Sam Beardsley, number 16 shirt, who's come on. As you see, able to string a few passes together. So move the ball from one side to the other, but it's a bit loose. A wee opportunity here for Ferrymead Bays. But ball's made its way outside the boundary of the pitch, and we'll restart from a throw-in once again. It's been a popular restart to the game in this half. And the ball forward from Butters, just easily dealt with by Flanagan. She won't be too happy with that kick though. Maybe just definitely have designs on a better contact than that. The ball's in and out without a touch. And Roach back into Morrow. Looks over her shoulder. Just rolls inside nicely. And if this ball falls to Devonshire, she can't get a good secure touch on it. And Bays will have a wee opportunity, but no, it's not on. It's the ball's into Barrett. That's Devonshire. Barrett to her left back is a good ball through to Devonshire, who's crunched in a tackle. But once again, that defensive movement isn't able to retain possession for Ferrymead Bays. They just keep giving it back and inviting the UC team to come back in and attack again. And that one just overcooked a wee bit and safely into Cartwright's hands. And there'll be no extra time to mention here as referee Yingnong Zhang will calls an end to this fixture here, this Morrison Mitsubishi Reta Fitzpatrick Cup. And Ferrymead Bays have lost this one 0-6. UC will advance to the semi-finals in a few weeks' time. Check out all the results at mff.nz. All the draws will be up. We have a break for a couple of weeks now from our Tuesday night games, as there'll be a double header this weekend with a few New Zealand Cup games, or New Zealand Women's Cup, or Kate Shepherd Cup. That's the word I'm looking for. And Chatham Cup games are in. And a few double headers will be used on this Queen's birthday weekend. But a good night's football out there, Josh.
Yeah, and some fantastic goals tonight as well, I've got to say. Obviously, Rochi getting quite a few tonight as well, and probably the pick of the bunch though was from we think is Flora Devonshire with that. That might have been a 25-yard strike, I think, in the end. So, yeah, some good goals. Obviously, some good play. I think Ferrymead Bays in the first half looked strong. That first sort of 10 minutes, that high press was definitely looking dangerous. But I think in the end, the varsity team tonight maybe just had that edge, I think, which obviously showed in the scoreline.
Yeah, their ability to just create, retain possession for a few more passes than Ferrymead Bays were able to, got them out of trouble, helped them find a bit of space that they were able to then exploit. And that three-prong attack that UC had, I think most sides would value having that sort of opportunity to have three such great attacking players playing for them, and they really were a handful for the Ferrymead Bays defence. But another wee nod to the UC defensive lineup as well. They were asked a few questions, and I think they played very well as well to pretty much shut up most attacks that Bays were able to muster. We were able to hit the crossbar there at one stage, but that was probably as close as they got. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the game. I've been Craig Crawford with Josh McGirt, and really enjoyed bringing this game to you. We'll see you in a few weeks. Thank you very much.